Hi there, students. So for this video, we will be discussing about the first lesson in grade 7 mathematics, quarter 1, week 1, which is the introduction of sets. So before we proceed to our main discussion, let's have the lesson objectives. So our lesson objectives are to define, describe, and illustrate well-defined sets, ways of writing and defining sets, subsets, universal sets, null set, and cardinality of sets. So mamaya po i-discuss ko po yan isa-isa and then with proper example for you to understand. So let's have a short introductory activity. So ang gagawin lang po natin dito is to identify kung anong mga sets ang ipapakita kong larawan sa inyo. So base po yan sa observation nyo. So for the first figure, so kung makikita po natin dyan, meron tayong orange, grapes, watermelon, apple, banana, pineapple. So these are what? Of course, these are set of fruits. Next. So for this figure, we have piano, trumpet, guitar, drums. So these are what? Set of musical instruments. Let's have the third picture. So in this picture, meron tayong circle, rectangle, triangle, pentagon, hexagon, octagon. And these are what? Set of shapes. So if you think the answer is set of polygons, then you are wrong. Why? Because one of these figure is not considered as polygon, which is a circle. So let's have the fourth picture. So yan, familiar po yan sa inyo. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and even the Sun. So what are these? These are set of planets or set of heavenly bodies. And then for the last picture, we have there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So what are these? Basic, diba? So these are set of numbers. So siguro naman nakuha nyo kung anong klaseng set yan. So let's start the discussion by defining what is a set. So a set is defined as collection of well-defined objects called elements that share common characteristic. So kung matatandaan nyo kanina yung first figure natin, collection ng fruits, di ba? So yung mga elements na tinutukoy niya dito is yung mismong mga prutas, which are, for example, the pineapple, watermelon, banana. And then, they share common characteristics, which is fruits sila. Okay? So next, how do we write a set? So yung pagsulat po ng set in mathematics ay hindi basta-basta. So in writing a set, we use a capital letter. The elements of a set are written inside a pair of curly braces. So kitang-kita nyo naman, yung capital letter na word ay nakakapitalize din para at least guided kayo. And then, upon writing the capital letter nung set na yon, kung anumang letter ang ginagamit nyo from A to Z, kailangan daw naka-enclose sila sa dalawang braces. So, ayan, nakikita nyo. So, braces po ang tawag dyan. So, iba po yan sa bracket or parenthesis. So, let's have an example of set. Ayan. For example, set S, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung name ng set, naka-capital letter, which is letter S. And then, yung mga elements niya, nasa loob ng curly braces. So, yan ang tamang pagsulat ng set. Pag po sinulat natin ng set at hindi naka-indicate or nakalagay yung mga curly braces na yan, your answer is considered wrong. So, kahit na tama yung elements, pero hindi naman sila naka-enclose sa curly braces, that is still considered wrong. So, mahalaga po yung mga braces na yan. Most especially kapag set ang pinag-uusapan natin. So, take note, if a particular object belongs to a set, we use the element symbol. Ayan, yung letter E. Kapag hindi siya element, ginagamit naman yung letter E na meron siyang bar. Meron siyang slash. Okay. So, para mas maging clear sa inyo yung discussion about the element symbol, let's have examples. Set A, the elements are 1, 3, 5. And set B is the set of odd numbers. Therefore, we can say that A is an element of B. Bakit? So, mga odd numbers kasi, yun yung 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. So, kung titignan natin yung mga elements ng set A, 1, 3, 5, and these are considered as odd numbers. So, A is an element of B. That is correct. But, if the elements of A are 2, 4, 6, and set B is the set of odd numbers, we can say that A is not an element of B because 2, 4, 6 are not considered as odd numbers. Rather, they are considered as even numbers. So, yan po yung pagkakaiba ng element tsaka non-element. For example, yung kanina, yung prutas. Kung nagbigay tayo ng, halimbawa, kalabasa, squash. Okay? So, yung squash po, hindi siya classified as fruits. So, hindi siya element ng fruits. Element siya ng vegetables. So, when can we say that a given set is well-defined? A set is considered as well-defined if and only if a given element is included in the set. So, included, ibig sabihin, kasama dapat siya sa set. Kagaya ng banana, kasama siya sa set ng fruits. Pero yung talong, hindi naman siya kasama sa set of fruits. So, let's have examples of well-defined sets. Number 1, set of prime numbers less than 20. So, since less than 20 lang siya, pwede naman natin silang ilista. By the way, what is a prime number? A prime number is a number whose factor is 1 and itself. So, halimbawa, ang 5. Ang factor ng 5 ay 1 and 5 lang. Next, set of rainbow colors. So, meron tayo dibang acronym sa rainbow colors. Yun yung ROY-GBIB. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So, yun, well-defined siya kasi alam niyo siya. Set of days in a week. How many days are there in a week? So, we have 7. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, this is a well-defined set. Next, set of Philippine presidents. Ayan, well-defined din po siya kasi kaya nating i-identify yung mga pangalan ng Philippine presidents, naging Philippine presidents. And then, set of quadrilaterals. So, we have a set of quadrilaterals. Ito po yung mga four-sided figure, four-sided polygon. Like, for example, square, rectangle, trapezoid, parallelogram. So, well-defined set po siya. So, let's have examples of not well-defined sets. So, ito yung kabalkiran ng well-defined. So, para mas maintindihan nyo siya, let's have the examples. Number 1, set of honest students. So, halimbawa, ikaw, honest student ka kay teacher, pero sa ibang teacher, hindi ka nila kina-considered as honest. So, kapag well-defined kasi siya, tinatanggap siya ng marami, karamihan. Let's have set of popular actors. So, iba-iba kasi yung pag-define ng tao sa word na popular. Kaya, so, para sa akin, popular siya. Para sa iba, hindi siya. Okay. Number 3, set of successful people. Ito din. Iba-iba din ang definition ng tao sa successful people. So, halimbawa, sa akin, para sa akin, ang definition ng successful is yung maraming pera, nakapunta sa ibang bansa. Pero sa iba, iba yung successful. Set of best songs of 2020. Okay, so ang best songs natin, syempre, nagbavary siya from one to another. Kung best song sa itong kanta na to, malay mo, hindi naman siya best song sa iba, di ba? Okay, number 5, set of delicious foods. Again, iba-iba tayo ng favorite food. So, kung sa'yo gusto mo yung menudo, para sa akin, hindi ko gusto yung menudo. Okay, so yun po yung definition ng not well-defined sets. So there are two ways of defining a set. These ways are roster method and rule method. So magkabaliktaran po yung dalawang method na yan, which will be discussed on the next slides. So for the first method, we have roster or listing method. So kung makikita nyo, we have there the word listing. Nililista lang sila. And then they are listed separated by commas and enclosed within a pair of braces. So again, to remind you, whenever you write a set, make sure meron siyang naka-enclose sila sa pair ng braces. Otherwise, it is not considered as set. So let's have the first two examples para mas maintindihan nyo what is a roster method or listing method. For example, number 1, set of first 5 multiples of 3. So, multiples of 3. So, parang nagbibilang tayo dito by 3. Skip counting by 3. So, the set of first 5 multiples of 3 are what? For example, we use set M. The elements are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So, yung first 5 na hinahanap natin na multiples of 3, ayan. Next, set of first 8 prime numbers. So for example, we use set Z. So, ayan, nakalista po yung first 8 prime numbers, which are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Again, set of prime numbers po is yung mga numbers na ang factor nila is yung 1 at ang sarili nila. So, next examples, number 3 and 4. Set of rainbow colors. Again, set of rainbow colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Set of vowels. So, vowels, sa Tagalog, patinig. So, for example, we use set V. So, there are only 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. O sa Tagalog, A, E, I, O, U. So for the last example, we have the set of grade 7 subjects. So if I will ask you to list down the grade 7 subjects, there are 8. So we use set T. So the elements of set T are Filipino, English, Math, Science, AP, ESP, TLE, and MAPE. Let's have now the rule method or set builder notation. This is the exact opposite of roster method or listing method. So kung kanina naglilista tayo ng elements, for this particular method, nakalista na yung mga elements. So what are we going to do now is to generate a rule kung anong meron dun sa given elements na yon. So let's have example number 1. The elements of set H are square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, kite, trapezoid. So, ano ang common characteristic sa mga elements ng given set na yan? So, four-sided figures po sila. So, we can generate a rule like X such that X is a set of quadrilaterals or X such that X is a set of four-sided polygons. So, in writing a rule, in generating a rule, so ganyan po ang tamang pagsulat. So, yung such that na sinabi ko kanina is yung parang guhit sa pagitan ng dalawang X. So, ganyan lang po yung rule method. Next, example number 2. The elements of N are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, anong klaseng numbers yung mga yan? So, pwede nating sabihin na X such that X is a set of first 5 even numbers. Or pwede rin namang X such that X is a set of even numbers less than 11. Or kung meron pa kayong ibang naiisip na rule dyan. Okay? So, pwede naman sila. Pero hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na X such that X is a set of first 5 odd numbers because they are even numbers. Now, let's have example number 3. Set H has elements Jollibee, McDonald, KFC, Greenwich, Chowking. So yan, familiar po sa atin lahat yung mga yan. Madalas po natin yan puntahan kapag nagmo-mall po tayo. So what are these elements? So we can say that set H is X such that X is a set of fast food restaurants. So fast food chains, restaurant. So yan. Example number 4. So W equals, the elements are iPhone, Oppo, Samsung, Vivo, Huawei. So, ayan, familiar din naman sa atin yung mga ano na yan, yung mga tatak na yan. So, ano yung mga yan? So, X such that X is a set of cellphone brands. So, diba? Brands sila ng cellphone, gadgets na ginagamit natin. So, for example number 5, we have set G whose elements are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So, we can generate a rule like, for example, X such that X is a set of first 5 composite numbers, or X such that X is a set of composite numbers less than 11. So, kung mapapansin nyo yung mga elements ng given set natin, may ibang number. Kaya hindi natin siya pwedeng i-classify as X such that X is a set of first 5 even numbers because 9 is an odd number. So, I hope na naintindihan nyo yung kabaligtaran ng roster method, which is rule method or set builder notation. So, let's now move on. What is a subset? A set X is a subset of set Y if all the elements of set X are also the elements of set Y. In symbols, we write it as X tapos yung parang letter C and then Y. So, ang ibig sabihin lang po nito, lahat daw po or mga iilan na elements ng X ay makikita din sa set Y. So, let's have example para mas maintindihan nyo. The elements of X are 2, 3, 9, while the elements of Y are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Is it X is a subset of Y or Y is a subset of X? So, ang tamang sagot dyan is X is a subset of Y. Kasi, hindi naman lahat ng elements ng Y ay makikita sa X. So, let's have the types of subsets. The first type is the proper subset. So, when we say proper subset, set X is a proper subset of set Y if set X does not contain all the elements of Y. Ibig sabihin lang nito, hindi lahat ng elements na nandoon sa set X ay makikita sa set Y. Kapag ganon ang nangyari, pwede nating sabihin na ang X ay proper subset ng Y. So, let's have an example. If the elements of X, 2, 3, 9, Y has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, then X is a proper subset of Y. While improper subset, set X is an improper subset of set Y if the elements of set X are also the elements of Y. Sa madaling salita, kung ano ang mga elements ng X ay yun din ang elements ng makikita sa Y. Let's have an example. If the elements of X are 2, 3, 6, 9, Y, 3, 9, 2, 6, then X is an improper subset of Y. So, kung papansinin natin yung elements ng X and Y, pareho lang sila. Ano lang ang pinagkaiba nila? Yung arrangement nila. So, since pareho lang sila, exact lang yung mga elements nila, we can say that X is an improper subset of Y. Let's have universal set. A universal set is a set that contains all the elements under consideration. The symbol for universal set is capital U. So, paano natin ipapaliwanag ang universal set? From the root word universe, kabuuan. So, lahat ng elements ay makikita sa universal set. So, a null set. A null set is an empty set which does not contain any elements. So, wala siyang elements. Kahit isa. The symbol for null set are, ayan, yung O na may slash or yung empty braces. A null set is always a subset of any given set. So let's have examples. Set P is a set of two-legged dog breeds. So wala naman pong aso na dalawa lang ang paa, 'di ba? So ang paa ng aso ay 4. Set Q is a set of three-sided squares. Ilan ang sides ng square? 4. So therefore, this is a null set or empty set. So wala namang three-sided na square. Triangle siguro. Set R, set of odd numbers divisible by 2. Again, what are odd numbers? Ito yung 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So, wala naman pong odd numbers na divisible by 2. Ang mga divisible by 2 lang po is yung mga even numbers. Set S, set of dinosaurs living on Earth. So, sa panahon natin ngayon, wala na pong dinosaurs na nabubuhay. During ancient time, during early time siguro, pinaniniwalaan nila na nag-exist tong mga dinosaur. So, this is also a null set or empty set. So, yan po yung mga examples ng mga null sets or empty sets. Cardinality of a set. The cardinality of a set refers to the total number of elements in a set. We use n of A to denote the cardinality of set A. So, sa madaling salita, binibilang lang po yung elements ng isang set. Yun po yung cardinality of a set. Let's have examples. If set P has elements 2, 3, 6, then the cardinality of set P is 3. If set M has elements D, E, F, G, H, I, then the cardinality of set M is 6. So, siguro hindi ko na kailangan pang i-explain kung paano nakuha yung 3 and 6. Basta marunong kayong magbilang, makukuha nyo yung tamang sagot. But, on the next example, what is the cardinality of the word mathematics? So, dito po kapag word na ang pinag-uusapan or even numbers, kinakount lang natin yung mga umuulit na numbers or letters once lang. For example, sa word na mathematics, ano yung mga letters na umulit? Diba? Letter M, A, tsaka T. So, ang count lang nila is 1 lang. So, ano ang cardinality ng word na mathematics? So, bilangin natin. M, A, T, H, E, I, C, tsaka S. So, ang cardinality ng word na yan ay 8 lang. Let's have the number of subsets in a given set. To determine the number of subsets in a given set, use the formula 2 raised to n, where n is the number of elements in the set. So, let's have example number 1 para mas maintindihan nyo kung ano ba yung number of subsets in a given set. List down all possible subsets of set A whose elements are 5, 6, 7. So again, if the number of elements of the given set is 3, then isa-substitute lang natin yung number of elements doon sa formula na 2 raised to n. So magiging 2 cubed. And then 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8 subsets. Now, let us list down the subset of set A. So, dahil 8 ang sagot niya, ito yung mga subsets niya. Una, pag sinusulat natin sila again, kailangan naka-enclose sila sa braces. So, yung una, 5, and then 6, 7, and then next, pagpartnerin natin yung 5 and 6. Ano pa? 5 and 7, 6 and 7. At yung mismong given na set, which is 5, 6, 7 and elements. And of course, again, null set. Tandaan nyo po, na null set is always a subset of any given set. So let's have example number 2. List down the subsets of R whose elements are L, O, V, E. What is the number of elements? 4. Kasi 4 yung letra, di ba? Next, what is the total number of subsets of set R? So, kung 4 ang elements niya, isa-substitute natin dun sa formula na 2 raised to n. Therefore, 2 raised to 4 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. So, ang bilang ng subsets ng set R ay 16. So, ano yung mga subsets ng set R na yan? Yung 16 na yon. So, kagaya ng previous example, ililist down lang natin sila. Dahil dito, 4 yung elements niya. Una muna, tigi-1, tapos tigda-2, tigta 3, 4, tsaka syempre yung null set. So, let's have yung tig-isa muna. So, L, O, V, E. Tigda 2 naman. L, O, L, V, L, E, O, V, O, E, V, E. So, tigta 3 naman. L, O, V, L, O, E, L, V, E, tsaka O, V, E. So, after nun, yung 4 naman. So, yung mismong elements ng set natin, L, O, V, E. And of course, the last one is the null set or empty set. So, ganun lang paglilista natin. By pair lang, by tree. So, depende yan kung ilang subsets ang given set. So, what's next? So, our next video lesson is union and intersection of sets. So, I hope may natutunan kayo at kung may something na hindi kayo naiintindihan pa, just keep on watching this video. So, step by step, so wala naman sigurong hindi matututo kung paulit-ulit lang ang proseso. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat.